Hello, and a warm welcome to all of my new and returning viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, you're excited about your new solar panels, and why wouldn't you be? Lower energy bills, a smaller carbon footprint. It's a fantastic investment. But there's a hidden danger that most homeowners are completely unaware of, one that can turn that green energy dream into an absolute nightmare. A simple mistake during a quick cleaning or a shortcut taken during installation can lead to devastating consequences, from life-altering falls to electrical fires that can consume a home. Now, while major incidents are still pretty rare, they are becoming more common as more of us go solar. This isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to empower you, because with the right knowledge, these risks are almost entirely preventable. I'm going to share the 7 most critical safety secrets that every single solar homeowner needs to understand in 2025. We'll cover everything from the invisible electrical hazards that are still there even when the power is off, to the exact questions you have to ask your installer to make sure your system is safe for decades. And you'll want to stick around for the end, because the 7th tip is one that even seasoned pros sometimes forget, and it's crucial for protecting not just your home, but the firefighters who might one day have to work around your system. First up, let's talk about the most misunderstood danger: the electricity itself. Here's the thing. A lot of homeowners think that flipping the main switch or turning off the inverter makes the panels on their roof completely safe. That is a dangerously false assumption. As long as the sun is out, your solar panels are generating powerful DC electricity. Even when they're disconnected from the grid and your house, the panels themselves and the wires running down from them are still live. We aren't talking about a little static shock here. It's a constant high-voltage current that can seriously injure or even kill anyone who touches it. This is a huge risk during jobs that seem simple, like clearing some leaves off the panels or checking a loose wire. A moment of contact can be fatal. So what do? It's about respect and a little bit of tech. First, always, and I mean always, treat your panels and their wiring as live during the daytime. Second, your system needs to have a rapid shutdown function, which is now required by the National Electrical Code. A rapid shutdown system lets firefighters or a technician kill the power to the panels on your roof just by flipping a single, clearly marked switch. Before you sign off on any installation, you need to confirm your system has this feature and that it's clearly labeled for emergency crews. This one device is one of the most important safeguards you can have. The next layer of safety happens before a single panel ever touches your roof. The reality is that not all solar equipment is made the same. The market is flooded with panels, inverters, and mounting gear, and a cheaper, uncertified product can have hidden defects that lead to disaster. Just think about it. A poorly made panel can have tiny flaws that create hot spots, which are areas that overheat and can literally catch fire. An uncertified inverter might fail to manage the flow of electricity, creating another major fire risk. Next, let's discuss firefighter safety by planning for the unthinkable. Nobody wants to think about a fire in their home, but planning for that worst-case scenario is a huge part of being a responsible solar owner. The problem is, a roof full of solar panels can create some serious challenges and dangers for firefighters. Think about it from their perspective. When firefighters arrive, they see a roof with a live electrical system on it. The array can also block their access, preventing them from cutting holes to vent the smoke and heat out of the house, which is a critical firefighting tactic. The solution is all about access and information. Modern fire and electrical codes require solar installations to have clear setback zones and pathways. This usually means keeping a path at least 36 inches wide, clear from the edge of the roof to the peak, giving firefighters a safe lane to work in. There also needs to be a clear space along the ridge of the roof for ventilation. And, just as important, all of your system's disconnects and the rapid shutdown switch have to be clearly labeled so first responders can find and use them immediately. It's also a great idea to call your local fire department's non-emergency line and let them know you have a solar installation. Alright, let's talk about a danger that has zero to do with electricity and everything to do with gravity. Solar panels need to be cleaned every now and then to work their best. Dust, leaves, and bird droppings can really cut down on their efficiency. So, the temptation for a lot of homeowners is to just grab a ladder and do it themselves. This is where a simple chore can turn incredibly dangerous. A fall from a roof can change your life in an instant. The solution is to have a professional, safe plan. Honestly, the safest bet is to hire a trained and insured pro who has the right safety gear to work on a roof. If you are absolutely set on doing it yourself, please follow strict safety rules. Never work alone. Use a solid, properly angled ladder, ideally with stabilizers. Better yet, stay on the ground and use extension tools if you can. If you have to get on the roof, you need a proper fall arrest system. Budgeting for a professional cleaning once or twice a year is a tiny price to pay for your safety. Beyond the risk of falling, the act of cleaning itself can cause another hidden problem. For example, a lot of people might reach for a pressure washer, or a stiff brush and some dish soap. That is a recipe for disaster. High-pressure water can get past the panel's seals, letting moisture in that can lead to short circuits. Abrasive brushes or harsh chemicals can scratch the special anti-reflective coating on the glass, which permanently lowers your panel's output. Even spraying cold water on a hot panel can cause thermal shock, which can create tiny, invisible cracks in the solar cells. The solution is to clean your panels the right way. Pros usually use deionized water and super soft brushes on long poles. If you're doing it, use only soft materials like a sponge or cloth with plain water. Try to do it on a cool, overcast day or early in the morning when the panels aren't blazing hot, and always check what the manufacturer recommends for cleaning. This brings us to the dangers you can't see, the ones buried in paperwork and regulations. An installer who cuts corners on permits and inspections is putting your home at serious risk. Racks that are installed wrong could compromise your roof structure. Bad wiring is one of the most common issues and a primary cause of electrical fires. And here's the kicker. If a fire does happen and it's found that the work wasn't done to code, your homeowner's insurance could deny the claim. The fix is to be on top of the process. Your installer must be a licensed pro who pulls all the necessary permits from your city or county. They have to follow the National Electrical Code, NEC. Before your system can be legally turned on, it will have to pass an official inspection. Ask your installer for copies of the permits and the final inspection report. That paperwork is your proof that the system on your roof was installed safely and correctly. Finally, let's talk about the one safety tip that gets ignored most often. It's all about that small gap between your solar panels and your roof. To pigeons, squirrels, and other critters, it's the perfect, sheltered spot to build a nest. This might sound like just a small annoyance, but it's a serious fire hazard. The solution is simple and incredibly effective. Install a critter guard. It still allows for critical airflow to keep the panels cool, but it physically blocks animals and debris from getting underneath. So there you have it. 7 critical safety tips to make sure your solar investment is a source of clean energy, not a source of anxiety. We've covered the invisible electrical dangers, why UL certifications are so important, firefighter safety, proper maintenance, and even how to keep critters from moving in. By understanding these risks and how to solve them, you've taken a huge step toward being a smarter, safer solar homeowner. Your system, when it's installed and maintained the right way, should give you decades of safe, reliable power. If you found this helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button, and think about subscribing for more content that helps you navigate the world of home energy with confidence. And now I want to hear from you. Do you have a solar safety question I didn't get to? Or maybe you have a tip of your own to share? Drop it in the comments below. Let's help each other stay safe. Protecting your home and family is the most important job there is, and now you have the knowledge to do it right. Thanks for watching.